wasn't the victory that we were looking for. Wasn't the game we were looking for. We were looking for a victory. 115-112. Knicks lose to the Grizzlies in the season opener in a nail biter in overtime, man. What's this place not rocking? Cam Hive had it rocking. Cam Hive had it rocking, man, but it was all for naught, man. Heartbreaking loss. Absolute heartbreaking loss, man. I just felt like, you know, it's such a Knicks story for this kid to have such a lackluster preseason and then come in with the night that he had. Damn near putting the team on his back. You know, I thought Cam with that second unit was his opportunity, and he showed it tonight. He was aggressive. Every score, he was mean-mugging on every score, like, yo, these guys can't check me. And then to hit the three-pointer that he did to put this thing into overtime, the place was rocking. I think one of the biggest mistakes that was made in this game is that they didn't go to him in overtime.
Yeah.
You know, RJ and Brunson were playing hero ball, and RJ did not have it tonight. And I felt like he kept trying to force the issue a little bit too much. Cam was the guy that we needed. I'm always a believer in go to the hot hand. Yep. Tonight was Cam's night. It was Julius's night. You got to go to him down the stretch, man, because Cam was in the groove, man.
Time and time again, this guy would make a shot after shot after shot. And you just think, hey, even the last shot that went to Fournier, I'm like, well, I get Fournier is a good three-point shooter, but legitimately, the kid who had it going.
Yeah.
You saw how he was just taking it to the rack. No one could stop him. All right. Even some of the spin moves that he had, just going to attack the lane. I just keep going to him.
Yeah.
RJ, disappointing night. I thought he'd have a stronger showing.
Yeah.
Hopefully this is not the whole slow start. First game. Hopefully it's not that slow start where they're accustomed to from him. But tonight was not the night for RJ. I agree. He forced it. Not the way. But then Julius Randle for such a good game from Randle, man. Such a good game. But the foul at the end,
Boneheaded plays.
It's just, it's not it sucks that we lost this game.
Yeah.
It was a good showing from the Knicks because you're going against a top team in the Western Conference. But it just comes down to execution, composure.
Yeah.
That's what we need from this team when it gets late. And you had it from guys from like Brunson, right? Even though Brunson had some hero ball moments, he was still knocking down shots. Man.
Absolutely, yeah.
Still knocking down shots.
Missed the big three in overtime.
Yeah.
Missed the big three.
But he had the mid-range, man.
Yeah, mid-range was popping. Mid-range was popping. Drew a big charge on John Morant in crunch time as well.
Yep. It's interesting because usually in the past we see RJ get into a good floor game where he doesn't have it going offensively, right? He'll sometimes pick up his defense. He played defense pretty well tonight.
Yeah.
But it's like he goes to the playmaking. He continues with the rebounding. And tonight, it just felt like he went away from that direction. I mean, he had 8 rebounds tonight. He had his 3 assists. But I felt like he could have done more tonight in that aspect. But Isaiah Hartenstein, man, if you have Mitchell Robinson, that's another guy we got to talk about.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Mitch, foul trouble. You know, we had this conversation earlier. We had it last week. We've had it all these weeks where it's like, we could have Mitch get a quick 2 on Hartenstein and with maybe Sims comes in. But tonight, to see Hartenstein give us that offensive power from the 5 that we've been looking for so many seasons, man. The difficulty was his defense. You saw that he was getting cooked on defense. Ja would be coming in. He would be reaching.
Yeah.
He'd be caught out of position.
Got caught a couple times that way.
Yeah, man. Duking with Steven Adams. It was a tough matchup for him, but I feel like it was a tough call for Tom Thibodeau because you're starting to see that offense that we had. And Hartenstein, to his credit, also kept us in the game.
Yeah.
Like that was it was I'm happy that he's on this team. Yeah. I know this is a tough matchup. Hopefully clean up some of those defensive issues because we saw that during preseason. These are the critical
let me ask you, CP.
Yeah.
We said pregame, 20 minutes or under.
Yeah.
He had 13. Do you have an issue with that?
I said what I did, but see, in this game, he didn't have it. And in this game, I told you Julius was going to get activated.
Did.
And I said about 28, 8 and 6, something like that. He finished with Julius
28, 11 and 6.
Julius, that's what I said in pregame.
24, 11 and 6.
24,
What he finished.
6. Right. And I said
And you said
28.
28.
I think 8 and 6.
8 and 6.
So I figured Julius Randle was going to get activated in this game. And so when the Knicks took that timeout at the 7-minute mark to sub out the bench, I already knew Obi was done for the night. Julius was coming back in. And I knew Cam was going to finish that game.
You know, when we talk about execution, he had a great game, but he didn't end on a great note.
Didn't end on a great note.
So you kind of leave with those last possessions, you know, but listen, now that the game's over, you kind of cool down a little bit.
Yeah.
You see how RJ performed. You know, it's tough that Julia had those possessions, but he played overall very well.
Yeah.
And also, not only in the numbers, it's the way he got those numbers.
Yeah.
You know, he got a lot of points in the paint. A lot of it was within rhythm. He was getting better as the game was going on. He was engaged. He was hustling.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know, that he's going to give you similar numbers no matter what. But it's how he's going to get those numbers, what type of impact he's going to have, and is it going to be within the flow of the system of the offense. So that's a positive for me. But Obi, I was disappointed.
Yeah, nah. First of all, I just want to say, Julius Randle is in this game overtime. We win it for sure.
Yeah.
I also just want to say, like, we're really critical of like Brunson, like chemistry. None of these plays were written up for Cam. Like, there was no expectation for Cam to be playing those last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Much less like overtime minutes. So like, give some time for this chemistry to develop. And I honestly think he should be in the starting rotation, if anything, and put Quentin in the bench rotation.
Okay.
And the reason I say this is Cam has some like Michael Beasley energy. So like he needs to have like a stove underneath him the entire time for him to feel like he's valuable, or else he's not going to put the effort in. Is that healthy? No, but I feel like if you put him in a bench rotation, it's going to be very lackluster and ain't going to help anybody. And then finally, defense saved this game. I honestly think if we were putting defense from like the beginning of the game, we'd be good for by the end. But we need to focus on that. We need the more defensive drills us in general. But I honestly think like inserting Cam into like plays, focusing on defense, this team could really do something special this year.
Okay, I hear you on that one, man. I just think second unit is ideal for him because I don't think he pops off as well as he did with that starting unit with a lot of those guys needing the ball. He popped over the second unit because Quickly didn't have it. Obi didn't have it. You know, Rose was you know, he had his moments, but not a strong Rose game. Like I said, with that second unit, that's Cam's opportunity to be Cam. It's Cam's opportunity to be Cam, and that's how he got us into the game.
I hate to say it, man. Yo, Cam totally made up my mind is that Evan Fournier is just not going to fit, man. The speed is just
Can't play
the
defense.
pace and the energy is just somewhat. I like him, but that's last year's Knicks team. But this year's team and seeing Cam, seeing Brunson, seeing the possibilities, man, was very exciting. I see something forming here that's very, very exciting. I don't know how it's going to mess up the wrong combinations, keeping some players that don't fit, possibly, but there was something there, and it's there. And I'm not even, I'm not dragging on long. Yeah, it's Memphis. They had missing players, but like Brevin Knight said the other day, most of those players all are the same player. They're substance players, 4-year players. They're the next man up team. They're the Taylor Jenkins. But we got something with a lineup, man, that's very exciting, and it's going to be exciting to watch. Last one, Julius. Brunson comes down, right? He breaks down the middle. He passes to Julius. That shot was to be shot, not to dribble and to go on an ISO one-on-one towards the hoop.
Yeah.
That's those small little areas. When we fix it, and as far as RJ is concerned, I've never seen him play a worse game, so it's only got to be uphill from here.
Shout out to everybody who supported, continue to support, and we appreciate you guys. We'll see you Friday night, Knicks versus Pistons, live from MSG, KnicksFanTV, man. CP the franchise, I'm out of here. Shout out to BetMGM. Have a good night, people.